This is Cervelo S5. It's a 2020 model carbon metallic in size 51, and it's running on the Ultegra Di2 8070 model. Including the wheels, it's about 14,000. Supposedly this bike, yeah, correct, it was R1000, and then I swapped it out for Di2 lah.
So why do you not buy a Di2 straight away, and why do you upgrade later?
Oh, because no stock.
Because no stock.
Yes, correct. This is my second bike. Previously, I was riding a Giant Propel, yeah, from 2016.
So you're an aero guy lah.
Yeah, more of an aero guy.
Okay, and so what about the wheels? What wheels are these?
These wheels are the 2021 Zipp 404 Firecrest. Yeah, running on a 58mm depth.
So both front and back?
Both front and back is 58. Yeah, Zipp hubs. I think it's a ZR. They call it ZR1 hubs.
Okay.
Yeah, and then there's the 66 tooth engagement. For the upgrade itself, I topped up another 1,005.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, only 1,005. It's an upgrade.
In a way, like trade in with the mechanical Ultegra group set. Yeah.
Okay. What's the gear ratio front and back?
The gear ratio in front is 52/34, and behind is 11/28. The saddle is using a Pro Logo dimensional tie rocks.
Came with the bike.
Came with the bike, correct.
And no issue, and you don't plan of changing it?
No issue so far. For the Di2 model and above, they are using the Pro Logo dimensional neck. These are the Goodyear F1 Eagle tires. Yeah, so in front is 25mm and the back is 28. Both are tubeless. The lights in front is using Magic Shine 1500, and then the back is also Magic Shine Simi 200.
When you first got the bike, you already decided that you want to slam, or?
It's more of an aesthetic kind of thing lah. Yeah, so I've seen people with the like a stack kind of thing. A personal preference, definitely.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, correct.
The stack kind of looks ugly on this bike,
cause it's sitting. Yeah, it meant to be flush.
Okay,
yeah.
What's the length of the width of the handlebar?
400 mm. Yeah.
This, do you still call this a stem?
I don't know how to measure this, but I suppose it's around 90 or 100.
And you don't get to choose, right? It comes with the.
It comes with the bike, correct.
That's the thing I don't like about integrated cockpit, because it's very hard to play around with the width of the handlebar and the stem. So if I want to change, either the length of the stem or the width of the handlebar, I have to buy a whole complete cockpit, right?
For this one, you can actually change the stem over here. If I'm not wrong, you can consult Cervelo on this.
Oh, so yeah. These two pins here is just to remove this.
It's just to remove this like V.
Oh,
bracket.
Okay. And the junction box is over here at the.
The junction box is at the handlebar.
Does it feel weird that it's on the handlebar? Will it feel like one side is heavier?
Actually, no way. You can't really feel it because the junction box itself is actually quite light. Yeah, so you can't really feel a difference.
How does this bike perform so far?
One word, stiff lah.
Stiff.
Just really stiff. So from Cervelo's report, they're saying that the handlebar, the stem is actually 13% stiffer, and then for the bottom bracket it's about 25% stiffer. Okay. So compared to my previous bike, right, for this you can actually feel all your power transferred to your wheels really. Okay. Yeah, because the whole bike is just so stiff. My height is 175. And then the bike size is 51. This is the Loop Pure Max Carbon.
Okay lah, not bad lah. Yeah, not bad. Almost same weight as my bench.
Interesting.
That's another wrap, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you like this video. This is truly a very special looking bike, especially the radical design on the Cervelo's handlebar. Some might like it and some don't. Maybe I'll just put my personal opinion here. To me, I am not really a fan of the handlebar. I think, it looks cool and whatnot, but just not to my taste. Maybe I'm just an old school guy. I just like a traditional frame, but it is a head turner, especially the handlebar design. So I'm just looking at bicycling.com's website. Here they claim, they reference Cervelo saying that the unconventional design of the handlebar delivers a 5.5 watt savings. I'm not sure if that's a lot. It sounds like it's not a lot to me. It sounds like something like an oversized pulley where, you know, it's a very marginal gain. But then again, it is a very sexy looking bike, something that you don't get to see every day. So I'd like to thank the owner for letting me film his bike today. Maybe I'll just want to highlight some of the parts of the frame that actually makes this bike radically different from any other frames. So obviously this is an aero frame from Cervelo. One of the parts that is instantly noticeable aside from the handlebar is the down tube. So over here I have a snapshot that I took earlier during the film. So let me just highlight this part. You see this down tube here, there's a very huge cut that kind of gives way for the front tire, so that I'm not a scientist or I'm not an engineer, but I'm assuming this is for aero gains. So you can see that the front tire is actually really close to the down tube. This also can be seen in the seat tube over here, where the rear tire is also kind of like squashed in, so that the wheelbase is very small. You can see here the seat tube, it's kind of pushed inwards, which then gives you see this wheelbase here, it's much more shorter, because they managed to push the rear tire, the rear wheel, much more closer to the front. You don't get to see this on all the other bikes. Most bikes, you know, it'll be just like a straight down kind of seat tube. So that's one. And also, as I've mentioned earlier, the down tube here, right? You can see there's a cut here. Then again, this cut is so that the tire gets to go this way and the wheelbase is also shortened. I'm not sure what's the advantage. Then again, I'm not an engineer. I'm assuming shorter wheelbase, it's faster or what. I have no idea. Maybe someone can let me know in the comments. Another thing that's very different with this bike is the way the fork looks. I have no idea how the fork works or what does it look like underneath over here. You can see this weird looking shape. So I think the Factor VAM, or the aero bike from Factor, is something similar like this as well. Okay, so here we have the picture of the Factor. Sorry, it's not the Factor VAM, it's a Factor, I think it's called the Factor 1. You look at the fork, it's very similar to the one that is on the S5. So yeah, so I think this is one of the major, key differences in the frame. And like I said, the handlebar has a weird triangle and it's like pointing up. This part of the handlebar pointing up. So you might hate it or you don't like it, but to me personally, not really my kind of taste. It looks good, but I still can't get used to the look of it. Here's a comment by Vince Carlo. Here we go again. Proven time and again that prolonged use of ugly tight spandex with tiny seat riding up one's crack does cause brain damage. Treating public road built for transportation as their personal exercise playground. Well, this guy has a point, but I wouldn't agree on the tiny seat because our seats are kind of huge. I mean, it really depends. Anyway, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.